Before we create our pocketing operation to face off the top of this part, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and so since our feature that defines this has got these holes already in it, we're going to go ahead and open the knitted surfaces toolbar. So you can go to View Toolbars, Knitted Surfaces. Open this Knitted Surfaces toolbar. It may appear somewhere else on your screen. Just you can drag it over here to look at it. We're going to select the covering option here, which opens up this dialog on the side. We'll, in the Faces tab, select the top face here. Say yes, that's what we meant to do. And we can go ahead and say OK. And so what it does is it fills in all those holes so that when we do our pocketing operation or our facing operation, it doesn't try to cut those holes out. So we've got that in there. Now let's go ahead and select the boundary chain. I can close this toolbar now. And so if you still have the Features toolbar open, you can actually select it right here, or you can select it. You can select it by selecting it on the part. So you can select it on the part, or you can select it in the Features toolbar, or the Features tab of the Project Manager. So that's selected. We'll go ahead to our Solid Mill Traditional toolbar, select the pocketing operation. And so when you do this, it will bring in the default values or the values that you last used when you selected a pocketing operation. And so you do want to make sure that you use this 3/8" end mill. You should go ahead and fill in the feeds and speeds on the rough tab that you got from your chart. What we want to do though is on the pocketing tab, go ahead and make sure you probably won't have these two items selected in the islands feature. You want to go ahead and select the chain that defines that island and the chain that defines the top of the part, that boundary chain that was on the top of the part as opposed to the one that was the open pocket. So if you select those two, click OK, it will create us a cutting operation on the top of the part. If we simulate, we see that it does the other operations first, and we don't want to do that because it'll crash if it does that. So we need to go to our Operations tab. That last one we created is at the bottom of the list. If you click on it, remove your finger from the mouse button, move the mouse off of it for a second, go back over it, click and hold. You can then drag that up so that it becomes the first operation. Click play on the simulate. We might need to rebuild that. Right click, say rebuild. Now click play on the simulation toolbar, and you can see that the tool spirals in from the outside. It comes in, it leaves the boss on the top. It creates our features that were already there, and that looks good. We're moving along.